Hey guys, it's Steve. So what we're gonna do tonight is a cedar planked brie with a raspberry and blueberry chutney appetizer. So this is a recipe that I'm taking from Barbecue Brian Misko's new Grilling with House of Q. This is an amazing book. I've already reviewed it. It's on my blog. I'll have a link in the description. I'm tweaking it out a little bit. His recipe calls for cranberries. I'm using blueberries and raspberries. This is gonna be awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so our chutney here is super easy to make. Brian's recipe in the book calls for cranberries. I wanted to mix it up a little bit, so I've got both blueberries and raspberries, about a cup each. You can use anywhere around 2.5 cups. And then over here we've just got a half cup of pure maple syrup. This is a half cup of Brian's House of Q sugar and spice barbecue sauce. I just tried a little bit. This is amazing. It reminds me of a Blues Hog type sauce. So you got a thicker sauce with a little bit of a grit to it. It's gonna glaze on ribs, things like that really well. But it's got a pretty decent kick in it. So we're gonna go ahead and get all three of these ingredients in a saucepan. Okay, and all we're gonna do, we've got our saucepan here. We're gonna add our berries. I've got this on a medium heat. We're gonna add our maple syrup and then the House of Q barbecue sauce here. Just gonna give this a little quick stir, and the idea here is we're gonna let this probably go anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes, and once these berries start to heat up, we wanna use a spoon and kind of push these down so they'll burst and all those awesome juices will come out of the berries. And right around the, again, probably 15-20 minute mark, this will be ready to pull off and we'll set it aside. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and all I'm doing is I'm just taking my spoon here and I'm just kind of starting to mash down on these berries just a little bit. You don't need to go too crazy with it. You just kind of want to break these up just so those nice juices will burst out. So we're gonna go ahead and let this continue to simmer for probably about another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna set it aside and I'll meet you out by the grill. All right guys, I'm out here at my Weber kettle, got my Craycourt cast iron system underneath. What I did was I put my cedar plank here. I've used this once before. The one thing about cedar planks, you can definitely get 2 or 3 uses out of them if you wash them good after each use. You don't have to just trash them. I put this on the other side for 3 or 4 minutes. It kills all the bacteria off. It gets the wood kind of smoldering and crackling. So we're just gonna go ahead, and I've got a 5-inch, this is like a 13-ounce wheel of brie here with the rind still on. And we're gonna just let the idea here is you're gonna get this to where it's just slightly bursting out of the rind. So we're gonna go ahead and let this just go 6 to 8 minutes. We're gonna keep a good eye on it, and then we're gonna top it with our chutney. All right guys, this has been going about 10 to 12 minutes. It all really kind of depends on how hot you have your kettle. You just kind of want to watch it. It's getting super soft in the middle. You don't want this thing just to explode and go all over the place, obviously. So I think that's about good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the blueberry and raspberry chutney on this, because we're gonna let this continue to cook. And we're just gonna kind of cover it like this and save about half of this so we can serve it on the side. And this is just gonna melt down and ooze all over the side. That looks absolutely amazing. All right guys, it's been about 6 minutes. I just checked it out. It's incredibly soft. It's definitely about to explode. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my try to do this without messing this guy up. Just like that, and we'll pick back up in the kitchen. All right guys, so we have our brie. You can kind of serve it up on on the cedar plank that you cooked it on, or put it on a platter. I cut a little slice into it and it was perfect because it just starts gushing out like this. And so you just kind of want to take a little knife, get some of this goodness on top, or serve some of the extra chutney on the side so your guests can just kind of spread it on just like that. And look how amazing that looks. Let me go ahead and give this a little try. Oh my gosh, that might be one of the best cheese appetizers I've ever had in my life. That is amazing. The way that kind of cedar Flavor comes through the Brie with the chutney on top. I definitely like the House of Q barbecue sauce on that. It gives it like a little kick on the end. So, you know, I kind of set this up just for presentation style, but you know, put this on a platter, a whole bunch of bread around it, you know, with some of the extra chutney, and you'll be good to go. So check out the Grilling with the House of Q book review in the video description, and appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you again soon.